what we got here. We got my handsome self, and we got Captain Fugly, whichever way he is.
What's going on?
Nothing. How are you?
Oh man. Just
Marquise Johnson says Tools with Souls the GOAT. Trevor H says Sigma. I don't know what he means by Sigma, but okay.
right
Dude,
on.
I first before we even do anything, I want to say a special thank you to Man Caver Tools. He
Yeah.
reached out to me and he gave me some advice. He didn't have to. It wasn't requested on my behalf. He just reached out, gave me some advice, and the advice that he gave is working. It's I've been trying it for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it's been amazing. So just wanted to say thank you to Dave over at Man Caver, and I appreciate all the help that he offered. And um, yeah, Merry Christmas to
Nice.
all of you, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Austin
awesome.
Hardwick, Jamie True, and Dan B. What's up, guys?
What's going
So
on, buddy?
look, life is one of those little mysteries that we're never going to quite figure out. Things happen in our lives, and we're going, well, hell. And I don't know if you've heard of this or not, but there's a rule of three that if
Mm-hmm.
something
Very
bad
familiar
happens in
with
your
the rule
life,
of
it
three.
comes in threes.
Mm-hmm.
So my wife's blind, deaf dog died.
Yep.
Her other Chihuahua died, all within the last, what, 2 or 3 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. You got one more.
And then my water main outside of my house broke.
There you
So
go.
I'm not with, I don't have any water in my house. So hopefully for Christmas, we get water back because going to Walmart and buying Walmart water is killing me. I spent $50 in water
Yeah.
today.
Man.
Like I had to buy 5-gallon buckets and whatnot to carry it. And they have a
You
little
shouldn't be carrying
station
any
there.
weight, sir.
Yeah, I have a hernia, so I'm not
But
supposed to
no,
carry
you've been
anything
cut in
over
half
5
three
pounds.
times and have tumors. And
Yeah,
you have mesh holding your body and organs in place.
this is all true.
What did the doctor say you weren't allowed to lift more than?
5 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, nobody cares about that stuff. All I care about is when stuff needs done, can I do it? And I have always been able to ring the bell and go do it and do what I need to do. Happy holidays, Kona. um,
What's up, man?
Panther says he figured out life. It runs through his ex-wife. Why not? Everybody else runs through your
Everyone
ex-wife.
else
What's
did.
up, Rodney? Denny of Fools, he says Merry Christmas to y'all. Austin Hardwick wishing us all a Merry Holidays. And he actually spelled Mary, by the way.
Wow.
Thanks, Stephen. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. Isnia, sorry. I'll try, man. Well, the last hernia I had um, it was a pretty extensive surgery, so I'm not trying to get back into doing that.
Yeah.
And then, I try to not go for surgery as often as I can, but thankfully I get Medicare starting next year.
Oh, just hold off. Just hold off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just got to hold off until the government can pay for
There you go.
it.
We'll pay
Dude,
for we'll pay for it. We pay for everything
thank
else.
you. I appreciate it.
We paid for more unnecessary things. This is the least of our worries.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like Ukraine or anything, so
Yeah.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
we
It's
can
all
afford
right.
this one.
Um, no, life. All in all, I can't really complain because life's been going pretty well right now. With YouTube, we're gonna wrap up our most successful year ever. I think we've gained over 45,000 subscribers this year.
Yeah,
So
man, you're moving right along.
yeah, to start last year, we had just hit 50K. So to add another, what 42, 43,000, whatever it's been, 44,000. I don't even know where I'm at. But to do all of that and to propel forward, and now, thanks to Man Caver, finally figuring out some of the financial part of it and the advice that he gave me, so close to 100K. Thank you.
Kind of came just in time too, because your doctor pretty much said you're not allowed to work anymore.
They told me that already. I've not been allowed to work. I'm not supposed to drive,
No.
or anything because the Alzheimer's will definitely make it difficult sometimes to remember, like, even what I'm doing. And I have a nasty tendency of just doing whatever I want. So I need to thank Tactics for
Why do I
his
need
past
to?
year of
Why?
growth.
Why, man?
Thank you for your growth. I think he's talking about the facial hair.
Okay.
Am I testing stuff tonight? No, I'm not in any condition to test anything right this minute. I can give you guys a preview of videos I have coming out. So, um, I've got a video coming out, another short of me using a bandsaw and telling you about how many different tools I have presented to you this year alone, which
Nice.
the number is astounding. What's up, Kansas? The number of stuff that I have tested is astounding, and it would really, like, there's nobody else on YouTube that has tested the variety of tools that I have this year, and there's no one even close. So
Yeah.
without Tactics, I would still be at 50K. I
I
probably
was
wouldn't made it
seriously
to
about that.
50K. I honest to God never thought I'd make it past like 30. So to be on the doorstep or wherever I'm at, and I can't look it up. I don't know where I'm at. Call it 92,000.
You, you and
Just
I
to
had
be
a pretty
safe.
good rivalry for a while,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
and then everything just went to hell at my house. I had to throw away everything and restart, and it really set me back, man. But I wouldn't say I wouldn't trade the experience for nothing, because I don't ever want to have to do that again. There's no way I would survive again. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade the community that we got from it with YouTube and the interactions and everything with you guys, man. It's
So true.
without all of that, I wouldn't have what I've got here. So I don't know if I'd trade it, but I definitely sure as fuck wouldn't do it again.
No, I feel very fortunate. Uh we have had in the since May of 23, uh, we have had a total of 4 days in that entire time, 4 days where we didn't have over 100,000 views. And
Yeah,
when I started, I would get maybe 40,000 views in a month. So to have 100,000 days and this entire year, we've never gone below 100K. That's amazing.
that is amazing. I
And
sent you that screenshot last night. Sure, I was on for 3 hours, dude, but
3.5.
150,000 people
That's impressive.
uh, that watched the
How
live
many
last night.
subs did you get out of it?
That's a good question. See,
That's
I need to pay
that's the
attention to
one
what
that's
I
what
need
I
to pay
look at.
attention to what my is it
You know
backwards?
it's reversed in my camera, right?
I figured it was. You guys can figure it out.
156, 429.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. You guys are crazy. Big
And
thank you.
and Austin Harwick said, "Do I have a touch of Alzheimer's?" Yes,
A
I'm.
touch. He has been touched
Yeah,
all over. Actually, he fell out of the Alzheimer's tree and hit every branch on the way down.
there are days where I can't recognize my wife. or even my dogs. So yeah, I have a touch of Alzheimer's.
It's hard for you guys to understand how well his medicine works. Like it seriously works.
Jamie took a nap. Maybe Santa will bring you a better news. Dude, I can only
I'm gonna
speak for
put this
myself. My
camera
year's
somewhere
been
else.
amazing. Got to meet members of the community for the first time. Like you guys, I got to meet some of you, and that was fantastic. I really do appreciate meeting so many. Yes, my mother did have Alzheimer's as well. Don't worry about it, Austin. I'm gonna forget about it. Yeah. First of all, I only record on days where I feel exceptionally well, like my mind is with it. And when I don't, my wife is actually the one that stops me because I'll come down here and not even turn on the camera. And you guys missed some of my best stuff because I forgot to turn on the camera.
Yeah.
So um, I'll come down here and I'll just play with my tools all day and and be good. And I just love tools. I love sharing the experience of tools with people. I love talking about them. Uh, the knowledge that I have as far as building and materials and whatnot, uh, I rival anybody. And I'm like a walking this old house.
Yeah.
The
Oh
best
man.
stuff happens when the lights are off. Probably. I know that the best zingers I ever have are the when I'm talking to Cooch on the phone. That poor guy, he gets ripped every day. Y'all think I'm mean in the comment section. Hold on to your hats. You ought to talk to me when I'm not on there. When YouTube doesn't filter what I say. 2 days this week, YouTube said I wasn't allowed to comment because I
Dang,
hurt somebody's feelings. They were like, "Oh,
that's
they were
impressive.
you."
That's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Send it to me, Steve. Here, wait. Is this yours?
Oh my god.
I just pulled it out of the trash can next to me.
Okay.
You're the two best and full of honesty and integrity I know. Thank you for your thank you, Rodney. I believe it. Steve
Appreciate
definitely
it.
loves Makita. The fact that you had one on it. It was one of the trolls sent me that in the mail. I actually thought it was one of my friends, but I asked them and they said no.
That's freaking
And no,
hilarious.
one of the trolls sent it to me in the mail, thinking that
Oh
they could
man.
offend me with it, and I used it in a video. I'm a Makita guy.
Nice.
Soul
I moved my
content.
camera
Oh,
back here because I didn't want to bump this table and shake the camera.
sure.
I can't read the chat because I'm blind.
If
So
only
I'm
you
gonna
had
mount a
like a
box to this
screen.
table that's independent. I gotta fix this right now.
Uh-huh.
Hang on.
The newest ryobi flashlight. Dude, that's another thing. But first of all, when it comes to these tool channels, as far as the bigger ones, Cooch and I are the only ones that are really authentic. We're the only ones that are the way we are. What you guys see on camera is how we are. We don't pull any punches. We don't make you feel good just by kissing your butt. If I don't like what you say, I'm going to tell you. You have a question about Alzheimer's. How does it affect most people? I know you can't remember a lot of things. How do you know if you had it? I'm just ignorant. So for me, I was working on a government project. I did solar projects for the U.S. military. I was working on one of the projects, and I had worked on it at least 3 or 4 hours every single day for maybe 6 to 8 weeks. And I came in one day and I did not recognize what I was looking at. So I thought like I had uh like a stroke or something, something inconsequential, like a transient ischemic stroke. So I go to the doctor and he's like, "Well, we gotta get you tested." So they start asking me questions, asking me to remember things like colors and whatnot. Nothing. I can't remember any of it. And the one troubling thing is they asked me to read a clock. They like threw some arrows on a clock or whatever, and I couldn't read it. So then they get me an MRI, and they're like, "Oh yeah, guess what? You have Alzheimer's, and congratulations, this is going to kill you." I was like, "Cool, thanks." But how it came on, I just started noticing that I had like people that I worked with, I couldn't remember their names. I knew who they were. I could tell you about them, but I couldn't remember their name. Um, when uh, when people came in and I was introducing myself to them as though I had never met them, and they were like, "I've known you for 10 years." That was probably a problem.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to raise any alarms here, but not for 10 years, but I meet a lot of people. And I guess it's like if you work at a store, you see a bunch of different people and then like, "Oh, hey, I know you," but you don't know who the hell they are.
Yeah.
That's that's me as an electrical inspector. But some of these guys, I've met like 2 or 3 times, and they just
Yeah.
expect me to remember them.
No, like, I'll go into a place and, let's say Home Depot, right? I'll go in there and it'll be somebody I've actively engaged with, talked to, or whatever, but at any particular time, I don't know who they are.
No.
And a lot of people get offended. Like they'll come up to you and they'll be like, "Hey, how you been with it?" And you'd be like, "Well, I'm good. Who are you?" And it just offends them. And for me, I've just gotten to the point where I'm like, "You're going to be offended then."
Yeah.
I've forgotten names more than normal. Forget names of some I've known 20 years. You might want to get yourself checked out there, sir.
Dang.
He
And they're
forgot who he was talking to and cussed himself out. I don't think that's ever happened. I do find myself talking to myself more, and I don't really, like, outside of being on camera and whatnot, I don't really talk to people, even my wife. Most of my day is set in silence.
well, we talk
Um,
for about 3 hours every day.
yeah, and I just hope that people don't ask me questions. Like, that's my
Un
biggest fear in life is
Unless it's
people
about a
asking
power
me
tool. Don't
questions.
ask about how the house, anything like that, but power tools, easy.
I'm 50. Yeah. What about those that identify as something else? I don't really care. Like, if somebody comes up to me and they tell me that they identify as a girl and I can look at them and be like, "You're a dude," I'm gonna call you a dude. I don't care how you feel about it either. Your delusion is not part of my reality.
See, it is, contagious.
I've never
Secondhand Alzheimer's right there.
I've never forgotten that I hate Makita though.
So, Mr. Hungry?
You forget names, but yeah, Austin, yeah, it's you're too young for it. But I can't really say that because I don't know, but it would be atypical for someone in their 20s. Yeah. Oh, I never forget. What's that, Mr. Hungry? I
I'll meet
never
somebody
forget hating Makita.
I'll meet somebody, like, whenever I first moved here, God, dude, it took me so long to learn the neighbors' names. Like, way too long.
Yeah.
Once I know,
Uh,
I'm good, but dude, like
yeah.
names of faces, man, I can't do it. Not short term. You're still
Mm,
SoAlz in my phone because I forgot your name was Robert. Okay, my name is also Robert. I didn't know what your name was, bro.
yeah. That's all right. Why do you think I call you nicknames?
Yeah,
It's because what normally when we're talking, I have no confidence in what your name is. So, like, and I do that to everybody.
just to fill it in. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta call him something. So, like, I call you Cooch or whatever. That's the one that comes to mind the most.
What's the one? Chocha,
Oh, Chocha,
avocado,
hola, Chocha.
beaver nuts, lit liquor. What's another one? He always yell at you as soon as the phone rings. I'm like, what are you doing? He's
Well,
like,
like
hola, chocha.
you gotta cut out smelling fentanyl. All right, I don't know why you're doing that. About how old you were when you started noticing? I wasn't even 40 yet. I had just so mine was I don't even know why we're talking about Alzheimer's tonight, but mine was tipped off because, I had a massive surgery. I had 7, or I had tumors in 8 organs, that had attached to 8 organs. The surgery was initially scheduled to be only an hour and a half, and they didn't think I'd make it through an hour and a half. Um, I made it through 9.5 hours of surgery. They don't tell you that every hour that you're under, your brain ages 10 years. So, I went into surgery and I was like, I had all my faculties. I was fairly intelligent. And I came out and I almost immediately started noticing that I couldn't remember where I was going.
No,
I had to use GPS everywhere. Um, and then it just like just started out. It just little things, and I just marked them down to like, oh, I'm not with it today. I'm stressed, or I'm thinking of something else. Like I gave myself excuses, but it was almost immediate that I noticed a change, and then um, I had started doing the solar. And I was driving 60 miles out of my way to my old place of business. Getting to the door and then looking for my key card to get in before realizing I didn't work there, and then had to
huh,
get back in the car and drive to where I was going, and
it's kind of like that joke.
perpetually late. Yeah, I was perpetually late, and they would be like, "Oh, you're an idiot," or whatever, and I'd be like, "Yeah, thanks."
Right.
Family members always think about it. I talk to a specialist, and they mention about sugar and any food that I stay away from. I eat a lot of meat. I don't really eat anything. I'm just fat. That's about it.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you go to work and your badge won't scan for whatever reason. And they're like, "Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you you don't work here anymore." You know, someone standing there will be
well,
watching you
well,
swipe.
well. The nice thing is, like the people that I knew that still work there or whatever, um, like after I was diagnosed or what, because I was still working for 3 years after diagnosis. So when I would show up at my own, and it happened a lot, by the way. When I show up to my old place of business, like people would be coming out and they'd be like, "How you doing today, Robert? You need a," like they were aware, and they're like, "Oh, do you need anything? Like you good? You drink of water? You want to come inside, rest for a little bit?" Like they were very sweet,
That's
and I
good.
was very thankful that I had made. I was a nice guy at one point in my life. Souls wanted to eat your meat. I'm sorry, Juan, I'm really not into those little miniature Vienna sausages.
The Vienna.
So like the ones that are like cut up. I mean, technically on a cold day, Juan is as close to a lesbian as he is to being straight. Uh, I'm not saying he tiptoes over that fence every once in a while, but
Dang.
I saw him jump up in the air, grab his knees, and go bunghole first onto a picket fence.
What you got? You got coffee?
I don't even know why we're talking about Alzheimer's. Oh, you have African blood? I didn't know that he ripped you that bad. Poor, poor
Look what
Mon.
cup it is.
Branson, hey, that's a good mug.
Yeah,
That's a good trip.
it was a good trip.
What's up, Derek? How are you? Sure, Juan. I know you're trying to look good for this. Got a lot of respect for you, Silver. Well, yeah, I didn't want to. I'll be honest with you. I didn't want to talk about
Is that
Alzheimer's
why he
dementia.
calls you his little burrito?
Yep. I I'd much rather talk about tools and what's going on in the tool world. Makita dropping sales in North America yet again. They are on pace for having their second worst year in history because last year was their worst year in history. So
Dang.
it is terrible. Tanner, what you doing? PB Swiss. PB Swiss is the better screwdriver. Oh, dude, I can't tell
Well,
the difference between night and day
yeah,
right now.
PB Swiss is the better screwdriver, but you're gonna spend
More money.
a god awful amount of money that you're never gonna get back unless you just, you can't be in construction using PB Swiss. Is all I'm saying.
I'm not saying
Handyman,
nothing, but
professional doorknob installer, uh, something.
last
Spend
minute Christmas
$40 on a
shopping.
screwdriver.
But how about this? $99 from a Tabo chop saw. That's freaking phenomenal. I think yeah, I know everybody wants a sliding miter, but a regular miter will get you by. Like you can do most projects with it. You don't really need a slider.
Yeah,
They're more fancy than really needed, and they take up more space. But
I
ninety
was gonna
nine
say
dollars
sometimes it's
for
nice just to drop it on the table, push it against the wall, and you're done.
yeah. Oh, you were talking about the miter. I thought you were talking about your wife.
Oh yeah.
I could have been mistaken there.
Yeah.
Tough built screwdrivers are awesome. Yeah, yeah, I can agree with that. They're not bad. Swiss
Swiss
Army
Army, the
knife or
pliers
pliers?
multi-tool.
I Swiss Army knife. I hate the
Mm,
Leatherman. I hate the Leathermans with a passion. I hate it.
depends. It
Does
depends which one.
nothing well.
The Swiss Army knife doesn't really do anything well either, though.
And we use it for cutting blocks on every job. Nice, Tanner.
So
Let's see.
the SOG made some baton style, where they're actually flat like this, and they pulled them out and they would fold. Used to have them all. Uh, those are pretty decent because they would actually give you a full handle.
Yeah, I don't like the Leathermans because I've used it. I'd much rather carry 5 tools that are the right tool for the job than 1 tool that isn't. Which brand is the best for hand tools?
Never mess with a skillet tool.
What kind of hand tools? Right? There's gonna be a different one for you. Because if you're talking about
If you wanted to
pliers,
paint a wide brush, on who's the best,
snap
power
on then.
tool, you could say Milwaukee. If you wanted to paint a wide brush and say who's got the best hand tools, it'd be Klein
No,
for a couple
snap
of
on.
reasons.
It would be snap on because snap on
Oh
has a
well,
wider
mechanics aren't
variety of
real
hand
though.
tools.
That's just a myth.
Snap on has a much wider variety of hand tools than Klein does. And
Yeah, snap-on is better.
I don't know of anybody that can get a snap-on screwdriver to have the outside rubberized handle turn all the way around without turning this actual screwdriver. Do you?
That's a feature in case you wanna prank somebody, and, that's so you can be like, "Boss, I've been trying to turn this screw. Took me 4 hours to put in 1 screw because I just kept turning the handle." It's job security.
So he wants to know in particular about wrenches and divers, but
Drivers.
I'm gonna believe he said drivers there. Um, so for driver bits, this is Bosch. Bosch does actually make the best ones. For screwdrivers, though, I'm kind of leaning toward Weehaw makes an excellent screwdriver, and their handles are big enough for men. Klein
Yeah,
also
I'll
makes
second that. It's
they're
actually funny because I put this here. We talked about
yeah.
this. I put it here just the
Those are terrible.
conversation piece because it's so small, right? It's so tiny. If you wanna compare it to a proper handle size, you can see the difference there with the length and the thickness.
There you go, Miles.
Um, if you want something that's sorry to hit the mic, trendy and ergonomic and all that and has the contours, this is pretty decent. Actually, Klein is making a version very similar to this in the
Huh.
UK only, and I know this because I've got friends in Klein places. Uh, so it probably won't hit the US until it hits
Ooh.
YouTube, then it'll hit the US.
Yeah. Vassal also makes excellent screwdrivers. And then for wrenches, I myself, I really like Proto, but not very many people here in at least that I see know of Proto. I do not like the icon because I don't think the icon's gonna hold up. So I'm just gonna save myself the trouble of not saying your wrench is terrible. They're overrated. They don't grip well. Um, honestly, if you want a good wrench, try to find Proto. Also,
I
the sockets for Proto
one of my
hold like a mother.
one of my first little tool chests was about I got to back up. I don't know. It was 30 inches long, 20 20 tall, and then the box flipped up. Nice drawers. Built like a you know what because it was just old and made right, and it
Yeah.
was a proto. It was a nice box.
Proto's been around forever. They just not very popular. Like if you just watch YouTube, you don't know who Proto is.
Yeah.
Because what? It's all what tool trucks. So it's Snap on, what Mac, Cromwell,
Um.
but if you actually try out a Proto's is gonna Merry Christmas, LFL. Um, Proto's gonna last you a good long time. There you go, Juan. No,
What's up, LFL? Merry Christmas.
The gear wrench, at least the ones that I've had that I use, like I said, I've got a pair, or I've got a complete set of the ratcheting wrenches over there, and I bought two. And the first set, I went to use it on my lawnmower and I bent them. Just me.
Yeah. My brother builds transmissions for a living, so I think he went to another job recently. Went there early and mounted the bench and put all the mounting holes and all the stuff in the bench and got everything all figured out. And then his toolbox wouldn't even fit underneath the bench, so they had to jack it up and then slide underneath. And he was getting it all worked in and stuff. But the tool truck that goes over there um, has a Cornwell,
Yeah,
and they warranty it. So why not?
there you go. Boot has the 6-piece Wee Hot insulated screwdriver set for $34.99. JWC Tech. Thank you, sir. Nice to see you again. No, I don't know what it is, Derek. I didn't use the old what is Woot? Woot is owned by Amazon, and it's like members can go on there. Thank you, Stephen, for that $1.99 super chat. We
That's
appreciate
very
that.
nice.
And Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you. What's your opinion of Craftsman? Nope. Nope.
Not anymore.
No, I wouldn't buy Craftsman.
I still wish I had all my Craftsman.
18-volt random orbit sander. Too big. Oh, you mean the detailed sander. Bosch makes a great
How the
sander.
hell did you know that VO was supposed to be an R?
I don't know.
It's pretty good.
Oh, when you drop it, the latch opens the cover. I'm with you, Stephen. I agree with you wholeheartedly. This is the kinder, gentler souls on Sunday nights. Variable orbit, actually. My bad.
Ah,
My bad. But it is Bosch makes a great sander, and I truly do enjoy using their sanders. Are they the best sanders? Not anymore. At one point they were, but they are not. They're probably fourth, fifth.
I think
Best
Irwin's falling
socket
off.
to get an anode rod out of a GE Geospring hybrid water heater. I think part of the problem is some damage to the corn. Dude, if you got damage, just if you can, um, I Gear Wrench does sell a very nice um, nut extractor set. I don't know that it'll help you there. I've not ever done an anode rod.
Yeah,
Is that the
I'm not even
rigid
gonna
bore
BS.
mode? Yes,
I've
it is.
never done an anode rod either. Um, Back in the day, dude, you could buy a water heater for $350, brand new,
Hmm.
and install it in less than 30 minutes and be done.
Still.
Now they're like 1,000. So if I might be needing to know that soon.
So Patrick Bateman said, "Who is the worst, Bauer Skill, Mosquita, or Ryobi?" I mean, the worst value out of that lineup is easily Mosquita. Like, overpriced, underpowered, underperforming tools. Ryobi's terrible. Bauer is terrible, but I don't think anything is worse than Skill. I don't know of a Skill 12-volt tool that you could pay me to use.
You know, when I bought that set 3 years ago for $100, and it had the impact, the driver, the oscillating tool, and the flashlight, 2 batteries, and then I went ahead and I also purchased the one-hand recip saw for like $50. And I think about the freaking jigsaw too.
What's up,
I
South
gave it to my
Florida?
buddy for $100. Everything, not just the kit. And he uses that damn thing every day because it's got the most beautiful little ring light on it, and he's
Yeah,
also an electrical inspector. So it's like perfect for just opening panels and doing small stuff, you know. And then it's perfect for around the house, like, you know, you want to tighten something up in a drawer, or over time your hinges, you know, got to stick toothpicks in there and put wood glue and then screw the crap back in after it dries. Um,
I I would rather use hand tools than a skill tool.
Dude, I like that skill set. If they had it for $100, I'd buy it again. If
Rigid
they
is
had
the
it for
best
150,
vacuum
I'd
cleaner.
buy it
Yes.
again. 200's pushing it. I liked how small it was. The new one is bigger and fairly powerful. I like how
Take your word for it.
small. Sometimes just being small is good in itself.
That's what she tells you every night. You don't
Yeah, you
want
don't
it
have to
too
put the
big.
biggest dent.
Small is just good enough. Oh, the only skill you see on a job site is a saw. Don't lie.
That reminds me of the first time when I realized that you were dangerous was when somebody was making a comment and they said something about you had a video about damaged goods and how you're getting it for a certain percentage off. So then the one guy was like, "Oh yeah, what I do, I just go F it. I just go F it up or I F it, whatever." And
Yeah.
you made a reference about a tiny dent in relation to his tiny pecker. And I was like, damn, dude, I'm not gonna piss this guy off. He's way too quick. He's way too quick-witted to mess with tools with souls. There's no way, dude. I'm not gonna win that battle ever.
I don't even remember that. So, but
Yeah,
that sounds
you
like
had the
something I
quickest
would say.
comeback too. You're like, well, if you're effing it, it must be a tiny dent, so it's only gonna be like 1% off.
It looked like a knuckle. The Craftsman overdrive wrenches were number 2 on Torque Test Channel, top 24. That's good.
Nice.
I'm gonna sit the Craftsman stuff out. There's
That's one
hope
of those
for us
brands,
all.
dude, that I started with that I still want to be good. It's kind of like Makita.
Oh, not me. Rodney wants more character impressions in the new year.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I don't know about that. You guys don't. Some people like them, most people don't. So
You hit 100K, YouTube's gonna be watching.
yeah, I mean, Michelle, the Makita fangirl, is probably the best impression I do. But
Events.
I've done like seven character. Oh no, I do want to do Vince one time, but I can't figure out a way to make me look short.
Put your shoes
Thanks,
on your
Jay.
knees.
Yes, sir. More Randy the Macho Man Savage. Oh yeah. You're just jealous that I'm getting gray hair. I got my hair is going to turn all the way gray before you get laid one. Uh, all right, Derek. I'm not going to buy an 80 or a 45-year-old Makita just to tell for somebody to say, "Oh, this is good." Torque
Yeah, well,
Test
that's
Channel is very trustworthy. Mhm.
kind of
I
why I
was
bought
impressed
these,
with their
man.
overdrive wrenches, and I was like, "I can
Sorry.
do a 6-point box." Go ahead.
Everyone
What?
told me these were good. I said, "You gotta buy them. You gotta buy them."
They
And then
separate,
I bought
man.
them, and they were pretty fucking good. They were
Yeah,
pretty legit, man. We twisted
they
a
they
screw in half twice.
oh, that's pretty nice.
I twisted a screw in half. I grabbed the screw,
Ooh,
and then I grabbed
somebody
with another pair of channel locks, and we twisted the screw in half. Like they don't slip. Of course, the channel locks are better, more versatile, and makes more sense to have. And it's almost no point in carrying these, especially because they don't have a flare out here on the handle like they should. Um, but they are very impressive. If you need to get a screw out or something, this is pretty legit. But as far as like using them all the time and replace with something else, maybe.
yeah. What's a good basic laser for the homeowner? The one I got sitting over there.
I think yours is too expensive. You can get like $50 ones
It's
nowadays.
$50.
Oh, good job. I thought you had the
Somebody asked a question, if we could build a tool bag for techs, either plumbers or electricians, what would you have for hand tools? For a plumber, it's easy. As many Rigid products as I could get. Like Rigid's been the number one name in plumbing for over 100 years. Their tools, solid. Like their monkey wrenches, pipe wrenches, second to none. Nobody makes a better one than Rigid.
you like them more
Um,
than Urbans?
yeah, their
Mm.
their PVC cutters, their copper cutters, better than everybody's. No, and as far as electricians, I mean, hand tools, you're gonna go with Klein, typically, that's trusted name. Although I would say that Milwaukee 601 strippers should be in your bag.
The Milwaukee
Um,
6 ones are actually really good.
Yeah.
Okay, $10 super chat.
Oh, let me go down to the Hey SoAlz. My uncle uses Makita. He's your aunt. Aftermarket tools, $30 to $60 a piece, brushless. He swears by them. No more faith in the Makita tools. Have you tested yet? Dude, I've tested every single Makita drill and impact driver on the market. Every single one. And thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. And they all have one thing in common. They're crap.
They're all crap. I was gonna say they're all Makita. Out
Like
of all of them, that's one of them.
the 40 volt, which is supposed to be their upper echelon, their top of the line or whatever. Their XDT13 beats the 40 volt. And the XDT13 stunk when it came out.
The rigid behind me, the 3 mode
Doyle,
with the 2.0. This right here.
Doyle for electrical. That's funny, Derek.
This
Cobalt
right
or
here
Bosch impact wrench, but the Bosch over the Cobalt any day of the week.
with the worst
Yes.
battery possible still beats the
Yes.
Makita 40 volt. It's a great
Makita is
impact,
good at
don't get me
making
wrong, but it's
blowers,
got the
but
worst battery possible.
that's just because they're guys that do that to one another. Channel lock hand tools are criminally underrated. I'll take your word for it. I think so too. The channel lock blue, which is their made in the USA stuff, I would agree. You got the Milwaukee pipe crimper. Cool. $10 tip. You guys glitch? We glitch.
I don't know why we glitched.
I don't know. Do you think Knipex is worth the money? Yeah, for the most part. I mean, it just depends on what one it is. But yes, I mean overall, I think their full size pliers and stuff are phenomenal. And I think their electrical pliers and stuff are terrible.
I guess the stream glitched out. I don't know.
Oh, the so the insulated Knipex are way too way too small for a man. Sorry, guys. I'm out here in my garage, so I don't know. We might not be getting the bandwidth because we only have 63 people in here right now.
Yeah. We can read it
So,
again though. Adriano from Australia says uncle uses Makita aftermarket tools, $30 to $60 a piece, brushless. He swears by them. No more faith in Makita. No more faith in Makita tools. Have you tested them yet?
yep,
So
tested every single one. They're all terrible. Every one. Like, and I show it all then I get the guys that are telling me that Makita it'll last you 10 years and nothing else will last you more than 2 or 3. And I'm honestly sitting here like, if you got any tool that lasts you 10 years, it means you ain't using it. And thank you for that $10 in Australia. Adriano
just get another one.
Valentino. Yeah. Yes, true about how aftermarket Makita copies my uncle's uses them now. Yeah, that's the thing. Makita's batteries, and let's just talk about their batteries. Makita's batteries are what 3 generations behind the competition right now.
They're pretty bad.
Like, they just started doing tablets because they paid Bosch to copy their tablets.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. So, and Bosch has had tabless batteries out for 2 years, longer than anybody else. Whereas Milwaukee's just now getting tabless, DeWalt's just getting tabless.
Hey, if they
Even
want to throw
Ryobi
some
beat 'em.
tablets in their LXT 18 volt and get me an XTD16, man, I'm all for it. I
Yeah.
like that impact.
If you can keep a hand tool without losing it for 10 years, that's probably true. What do I think of the 150 Craftsman 6 power tool set for one? I think they're brushed, like, and I think they're Craftsman.
So who asked about the
Makita didn't
electrical?
have tablets batteries first. There's a reason the Makita had to pay Milwaukee for battery tech. Like all the companies had to pay Milwaukee for battery tech, and that's how Milwaukee moved ahead as far as R&D and whatnot. Makita didn't have the battery tech first. They paid somebody for it. Makita doesn't innovate. They pay others to innovate, and then they copy. What is my take on Cobalt? It's a good homeowner grade tool. It's nothing more than a homeowner grade tool. More like 5 decades behind. I can believe that. Hats off for not changing platforms like Milwaukee 28 volt. That doesn't bother me a bit.
Yeah, that 28 volt was a letdown.
Makita's changed battery platforms at least 4 times. So, let's see. They first started out with the cylinder style battery.
Then they had the red heads.
Yeah, that went into the handle and it was completely encased and you couldn't change it. You could only charge it.
Right.
And then they went with the 2 NiCad that went into the handle of the tool. Then they had a similar style to Ryobi. They had a torpedo that went up into the handle. And then they got their current style. So yeah, Makita's changed their stuff several times and it's never been great. I mean, at least not since 2016. Did I see another $10 up here?
Yeah, you could.
Denny Pools, thank you for the great advice. My pleasure, Denny.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, somebody's just like, no. I'm like, yeah, then I'm going to tell the truth about your brand tonight. What is it? Okay. Let's celebrate the first super on a live stream. Okay, I tried. I tried to celebrate it, but it wouldn't let me. Thank you, Denny.
Then everyone say, yeah.
M12 has been around. Yeah. I actually, so even the M12 line has changed quite a bit since it originally started. Because back in the NiCad days, guess what it had? Had a torpedo style battery. And I would know because I still have it. I have the what was it, 12.2? Was that the voltage or
don't even know about Milwaukee's 12 volt?
But it had a different style battery than what it has now. And the batteries were massive.
Laser level.
Thanks, Derek. Bosch is great. Bosch, are Bosch power tools any good? Yeah, Bosch is great, dude. Bosch is great.
PLS.
Hold on, I gotta grab that.
Pacific Laser Systems makes good lasers. Little pricey. I got so many brands on Amazon now. Is that the Takamina?
Takamina.
Takamina, that's close.
Yeah. I haven't even had this on in a year.
Nice.
So you can see it does come on. It's a green line laser level. Oh, what are we talking about? We're so stupid.
Why?
Bosch green line laser level, $62 at Amazon or at a Lowe's right now.
Oh, really?
Dude, get that. And it's the mini. Goes on a tripod. You can mount it to the whatever. Dude, do it. That's the one I get. The Bosch.
Nice.
$62.99 at Lowe's. Go ahead. Masterforce does have some good stuff. Oh, there you go, Scott. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me.
You can't go wrong with that pancake compressor.
Oh, Steven. $199, you can get the rigid pancake air compressor, the 18 gauge brad, the 18 gauge straight, and the 16 gauge finish.
It's a great deal.
Well, yeah, $62, Steven. Go get it. They marked it down for Christmas week, so those prices just dropped. What was it, Wednesday? Oh, Derek, Bosch makes not arguably the best. Bosch makes the best rotary hammer. Their Bulldog, nobody touches. Nobody even comes close to touching right now. Not
Yeah, the one with the metal
Hilti,
on the
not
handle.
Flex. Nobody. Wait, I got another $5 somewhere. I thought I did.
Why did it
Maybe
disappear?
I didn't. Oh, there it
No,
is.
you did.
Have you heard of the DeWalt Power Shift line? Power Shift? Are
Yes.
you talking about their new batteries?
Yeah.
Hmm. Does Stanley still hold up? Stanley, I have some Stanley tape measures, screwdrivers, and a pass-through uh, wrench or ratchet. That's pass-through
I'm trying
ratchet. Sorry,
to think. What do I even
I have
have
a
at
pass-through
Stanley?
ratchet that are Stanley, and I've had them for God. I moved into this house in 2010. I bought them before I moved in here, and they're still going strong.
So that DeWalt power shift, right? Um, it's a huge. I think it's a 60-volt battery, right? And then you can use your whatever you call it. I'm a fan of DeWalt with the power stack stuff, not the other stuff. What is it called? The flex volt?
Yeah.
You can use a flex volt in a pinch. It's like a giant battery adapter. I'll show you a picture of it.
I just want to point this out to you guys in the chat. Stephen Ott says that he found that Milwaukee 30-degree framing nailer that I posted and did the video on for a penny.
He did find it.
There you go.
Nice.
You
Okay.
do you have no idea how many people told me I was a liar.
Huh. Here we go. $2,700.
What's the volt rating on that?
I think it's a 60. 60.
Jesus.
So this is with the flex volt with the 15 amp hour.
Rodney, your auditor was there for membership.
So there's $2,800 with the that.
Yeah.
And then let me
They
find the
they
battery.
can French kiss the darkest spot on my body. I saw Miss Kita Fangirl say they always have stock in store because their tools never need replacing and not because nobody buys it. What do you
Here's
think? Oh,
a
that's easy.
554-watt battery, $849.
Jesus. That's easy, Patrick. Just judge by the dust. If you can write your name in the box, it ain't because people are buying your product. Cobalt honestly makes the best bang for your buck. Not even close. Just brought an impact wrench 24 volt XTR, the $99, and it's excellent coming from switch over from rigid. You downgraded.
Dude, they
If you
got the
went from
DeWalt fudge
rigid to
packer.
cobalt, you downgraded.
You ever ran the fudge packer on the job site?
No, I've
No?
used those before.
Yeah.
The packing tools
The
or the
wacky packer.
compressing
Yeah.
tools. I've used them before, but no, I didn't use that one. Sorry.
We had the one on the
Bosch,
remote.
Metabo, or a TTI brand for a sheet sander. Metabo, dude. If I had to
We had the
choose
one on the
between
remote.
those, first of all, Milwaukee sheet sanders. Milwaukee can't make a sander to save their soul. Like,
What about their new one? Is it good yet?
I don't know. I haven't used it, but the old ones suck. Bosch makes a great sander. I just happen to like the ergonomics that goes into Metabo a lot more than any other brand. Like, oh, it's not even close.
Just super
When
gas.
Metabo makes a
Exactly.
product, they make it right. They make it right and they make it nice. Well, except
Hard to
for
argue with
their
that.
what is that? Their oscillating multi-tool is terrible. Pass loads are like $1,100 each. Then you got to pay for gas. AEG rigid and a framer, Brad, both for under $1,000. When a pass load gonna get it that cordless framers have caught up. Not to rip it off people. Thank you
Yep.
for the $10, and we appreciate that. $10 Australian. I don't know what the conversion is. Don't really much care. I just appreciate it. Pass
Cool.
load, by the way, right now, just to give you an idea of how unfortunate you are to live where you do. Pass load this week at Lowe's, or no, is it at Lowe's or is it at home? Wherever it is. I just saw it $349.
Yeah. Yeah. They're dying.
I mean, it is. They've dropped their price. Like they're dropping their price like they're dropping their pants. Because what, a year ago it was $399.
Yeah. They've been
Ashi is
falling
less
off
noisy.
pretty
Best
steady.
tool makes a great, well balanced corded
Appreciate it,
orbital
Rodney.
fender. That's pretty. How long is the channel for the same for
How
text?
long has
No
Kansas
worries.
been here?
Kansas has been here for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour,
Oh.
somewhere in the
What's up,
neighborhood.
Kansas?
Yeah, Home Depot. Thanks, Derek.
Did you get your cutting board? Did you show it live?
Oh, dude. I did not show it live. I do have pictures, and I'll be posting those probably tomorrow.
I'm
As a
afraid to cut on
community
it,
post.
dude. I'm afraid to cut.
What are you
on
gonna
mine.
do?
It's gonna sit in the kitchen.
There's one part of them that I'm worried about showing on YouTube.
What is one tool? What is the one tool an electrician absolutely needs? Man,
Oh, I would say a good screwdriver. I know the one tool they don't need. The
you can
broom
only
and a
pick
vacuum.
one. You can only
Oh.
pick one. If I had to choose, and I've got a long history with this particular pair of pliers. Long history, probably about 7 different pairs throughout my career. Most of them stolen. 2 exploded. 1 I had to throw away.
Dang.
A huge history with these. And this would be it. This is the Klein Journeyman Series. It's the J2000-9 NE. Hang on.
He's blind, folks.
CRTP.
This is the way he looks for his pecker, too.
Yeah, NECRTP. And they have the crimper. They have the fish tape puller. Hatched, cross-hatched.
Yep.
Hardened for cutting ASCR. Long leverage. Just built to last. Beat the piss out of them. They still go. I would say
nice.
these for the one tool.
He does need a magnifying glass, Tanner. Yellow Klein line with the
I don't know
crimper.
if you guys can see it.
Oh, the glow in the darks. Dude, I kind of like the fish tape puller that Milwaukee has on theirs. I'm the only one. I'm the only one.
Fish tape puller.
Well, they do have it on their linesmans.
Yeah.
They have the channel for it anyway. Juan's as blind as tactics, if not more. Well, Juan can't even see his with a magnifying glass. It's too easy, Juan. You got to quit setting me up like that. What is this? The blue channel lock linesmans are good. I like them as well. I actually do have them. Sorry, I do have them. Yep, caught up. I love you, my beautiful friend. Thank you, Salty. I appreciate that. I don't know why your nuts are salty, but I'll take your word for it. I don't know how you know that, but hey.
If I had to pick one screwdriver, though, it would be this one. It's kind of cheating because it has multiple tips. but
He would use Pittsburgh. Don't let him lie to you.
it'd be this one here because they flip out.
He is. He sets himself up for this stuff. I don't have to do anything. Fish tape puller not blue aren't a harder jaw. Tip of the day, always carry 2 sets of car keys so you can unlock the car and get the keys that you just locked in the car. B does. That's a good tip.
That is a good tip.
Unless you lock them both in the car.
Oh, then you're done.
All right. Then why don't you call yourself French toast? I mean, damn. What's up, Milwaukee Tool? I wanted to say hello. Merry Christmas to you too. Is a heat gun needed for car work? If so, which one? Needed?
Mm,
Yeah.
depends what you're doing.
I mean, if
Just
you're
trying to pull out
doing,
dents.
well, I was thinking more along the lines of the wiring, and I believe you need to do for the glue for the felt up top and whatnot to redo that.
Oh,
I
headliner
think there's quite a bit of
wiring.
uses for a heat gun. Yeah, I think there's quite a bit of uses for them.
Yeah, probably more to pull out dents than anything.
Anonymous Ridgeline drivers put their keys in their prison pocket along with everybody else. Just in case you
Pretty
were
funny.
wondering, I think that's somebody that knows Ed.
Oh, I've actually got a
Milwaukee has
Ridgeline,
the
but
best Ugga
I don't
Dugga.
drive it.
It doesn't.
It's my wife's.
Yeah. Oh, what is this? $20.
NP.
Thank you, NP. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much.
No message.
No message, just $20. Dang. Thank you, guys. You're very generous this Christmas season. Thank you very much. And it's needed, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I can't tell if you offended Juan or joking. Harbor Freight heat gun just worked. I'll never
It
know.
says Makita is the best.
Oh, no. No, no, no. Take your $20 back. You didn't get forgotten, Juan. You don't know, Ed. I just watch your tool review videos. You just prove everyone wrong. That's true. Well, that's the
Nobody knows
thing.
that.
Like, I will say this. No worries, MP. I know you're just joking. I'll say this. The people that come to my channel will quickly find out. I will prove that I'm right.
At their expense.
And I don't even mind like putting their name on the channel. I'd be like right on the video when I do it. Now I may not call them by their actual name, maybe the female version of their name or whatever version I want to use at the time, but I will always try to prove that I am right. What is the
12 volt
best way to
cooler.
repair the rubber seal around a windshield? Replace it. You can use silicone, but it's going to be ugly. And so I can tell you how to do it. It's not that hard. It's just a pain. First of all, there is kind of a piano line looking thing that you can put between the windshield and the rubber. And you can use it to work your way around the windshield so you don't break the windshield. And then you just remove the old weather stripping and put in the new one. You have to clean up the old one altogether. I recommend using a plastic razor blade as opposed to a real razor blade or razor blade. I would recommend doing that, and then reapplying the sealer and putting in the new weather stripping and replacing replacing your windshield with it or in it. And that's the only real way to do it.
Appreciate it, Matthew.
Like I said, there's other ways to do it, and they're not going to look right. But you can redneck something. You can just silicone the seal. You can silicone your windshield right in there. It'll look terrible, but you can do it. You're a straight shooter. Put your money where your mouth is, and that's why we love your channel. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Freaking frack. Should I but a wrench set or an adjustable one? So a dedicated wrench is always going to give you a better grip than an adjustable wrench. The back end of an adjustable wrench is always going to have some play, no matter how tight you get it. You can only get it so tight. When you start putting any kind of pressure onto it, and especially since most people don't know how, that there is a right and a wrong way of putting an adjustable wrench on a nut. Most people just put it on there, right?
Yeah, the
Well,
best tool of both tools is going to be the insider.
yeah. Have you tried DeWalt's new utility knife? I have not. I haven't used 12 one. Shaka Gillis, been a member
Shaka?
for 17 months. God bless you, Shaka. And he says ryobi tools are trash. I agree with you. Lexel, best selling ever. Thank you, Derek. Now, for a work truck, slapping some fish tape on that thing and roll. I've seen that done. I've seen that. Milwaukee 12-volt hedge trimmer is the 12-volt hedge trimmer. That's interesting because I have their pruner, the Milwaukee pruner, the 12-volt, and it is miles better than the DeWalt pruner, like miles. So I'll believe you on that one.
What about the flex inline circular saw?
Taco Cat says I'm a Milwaukee Chinese corporate shill.
Perfect.
Taco Cat, not only do I know more than you, I've done more than you, I better than you. That is, I leave excrement in the toilet that's better than you. And I own more than you. The only shill here are you little girls that only know the name on the side of the tool, and that's how you make your buying decisions. Maybe if you were a man, that's a big maybe, because we know you're not. You would be able to see that I don't care about your brand. I don't care about I don't care about any brand. I give you information. If you're not capable or man enough to handle it, that's on you, lady. Klein Tools, the Klein Tools Impact Driver. Just save yourself the trouble and buy the DeWalt, the same tool.
Klein Tools Impact. Yeah, it's just get the latest greatest DeWalt instead of that.
Is the who? All right. South Valley Vato. You calling me a lady? Yep. If the high heel shoe fits.
If the high heel shoe fits.
Oh, what tool do I hate
Damn.
to use?
Got him.
Oscillating multi-tool. I hate using. And the reason I hate using them is because they vibrate too much and they're way too loud. Now, the exception to that is the new Rigid. I love using it. It is the only oscillating multi-tool I've ever gotten that I enjoy using.
Yeah.
Because I've been here a little while now, and I've learned a lot from you all. And so, thank you, Steve. We try to learn a lot from you guys as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
Klein
does have
Klein
nice tools.
has their brand name on some impacts,
Mhm.
some mid
The
torques.
most here's an interesting question. and it's from Milwaukee Tool. What is the most misused tool aside from the impact driver? What do you think it is? I got mine in, and I actually did a video on it, so I can't change my mind now.
I think it actually might be the orbital sander because a lot of people kind of don't leave it flat. They kind of make
Well,
it
they
work
push
for them.
down.
Yeah,
They
well,
push
they
down
also
on it
hold it at
because
an
they don't know what
angle
they're
and
doing.
you know, I'm
Yeah.
guilty of that. You know, you want to get in the corner or something, and you know you're you're messed up the tool while you're doing it. You're like, damn it, I wish this didn't work better, but it's not the way to use it. I think that's probably the most violated of them all would be an orbital sander, like on the grand spectrum of things, like for homeowners and across the board with the multitudes, because not everybody's in construction.
Yeah. For me, it's easy. It's the nailer. The framing nailer is the most widely misused tool in professional trades today. First of all, guys don't even know where to put their hand when using a nailer, which is why
My
they
beard
get so
trimmer.
many in their hand.
Yeah.
They don't even it, maybe I should say the miter saw might be the most misused tool as well because they're both widely misused by people. But I think the
Yeah.
nailer is probably the most misused when a rafter or a header or whatever isn't cut right. It is not uncommon at all to see a dude
Just
just
throw
drive
some more
16
nails
nails
in it.
in there. And why? Because it's easy. It's easier than doing the job right. What's my thought on the DCF 801 impact driver? DeWalt doesn't make a good impact driver outside of the 870.
He said 801, so that's a high
Well,
torque.
he said impact driver. So the 900 is what is the 801 an impact wrench? Is that 3/8 12 volts?
Is that the 12-volt one, dude? I love that thing. I love that thing. Gonna break 250 foot.
South Valley
If you don't
Funk.
own a truck, actually, if you do own a truck, it'll break 150 foot on Toyota Tundra.
South
As a homeowner, it's all
Valley,
you need. There's better you can get, but
yeah.
it's a
South
good
Valley
driver.
Vato wants to know what about this tool, and I would say it's the only tool he knows how to use.
My 3 Kinempex hammers.
Are the Walt ratchets and wrenches any good? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Uses his multi-tool at the jobs. I always yell, yeah, yeah. Impact drivers take off lug nuts off sedans. Yeah, that's not really what they're designed for. I personally like you wouldn't take a 1/4 ratchet out there to bust the lug nuts off on your car, but you're going to take a 1/4 impact driver out there to bust the lug nuts off of your car. You wouldn't do it with a ratchet because it's going to break the handle, but you got no problem thinking that it won't break the adapter.
It'll eventually break the adapter. You get away with it a couple of times.
The beard trimmer.
That's funny.
Look, Kansas. That's because you're not using it on your face. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing? Still good electrician without a doubt. That's not up for debate. Great info. No
iPhone or
worries.
Android? Ooh, that's a good question.
Android.
For construction, man,
Danny
iPhone makes
says,
a rugged phone. I'll tell you what,
yeah,
dude. iPhone
yeah.
makes a rugged phone. Um,
Mm.
the
Well,
XR, the
that's a good
10,
one, Scott.
the iPhone 8, all the newer ones are getting too big and all that stuff. But I carry an iPhone XR every day. It's built for in your pocket. You don't have to worry about anything. I prefer Android though.
Yeah. So the 801 is the 12-volt impact driver. I've used it, tested it, had it on the channel, threw it across the room. Terrible. Almost 9:30. You boys better think about polishing your tool for the night. All right, Derek. Derek's telling us it's time for us to go.
All right. He just doesn't
What's
want to
my
miss
opinion of
anything. See, he
Hilti?
just doesn't want to miss a laugh or something.
Dude, Hilti's great.
Understandable.
Hilti is great, but their performance doesn't meet their price. Plus, I believe in buying my tools, not renting them.
Yeah.
iPhone for Makita users.
It's the city's found, man. I gotta have it. The city calls. Actually, I don't know if I'm on call right now. I should probably plug that thing in.
Oh,
I think I'm
well.
on call next week. I think I'm on. Seems like I'm on call for 4th of July. I'm on call for Christmas. I'm on call for New Year's. I'm on call for Halloween. I'm on call for I think Easter. I never get those off.
The 12-volt drill is the one that I threw across the room and had it stick in the wall. The 12-volt impact driver, I think I just threw it over my shoulder once because I got it. It was like so weak, it's so slow, so terrible. I just threw it over my shoulder. Okay,
Yep,
thank
that
you. We
happened.
appreciate you enjoying the comment. Watch the N-word stuff. Don't like it.
Yeah, we don't know what
Cities always
your
waste money. They hired him. Oh, was that out loud? Did I say that without missing a beat? Dang.
yeah
That was me. True, but me. What's up, Thomas? Thomas, by the way, my first ever subscriber is here.
stack
That's
lithium all
TC
day.
Kid Solo.
Well, stack lithium is Forge. Forge is stack lithium.
Not all. So only the
Oh, that's true.
6 amp hour Forge battery is stacked lithium.
That's true.
What is it? The 8 and the 12 are tablets.
Fabulous. Stack lithium's better.
As a cabinet maker is one of the best things I've ever. If you're using an impact driver for a cabinet, you're using the wrong tool.
Yeah, man, 12 volt. The little 12 volt is probably one of the best things you've ever used. I love the
You're using the wrong tool if you're using an impact driver to build a cabinet.
wait. He says the impact sucks. DeWalt
Oh
12
yeah,
volt driver. Yeah, that's that 70 whatever it is. That's my favorite driver. It's almost got
I
a ring
don't.
light. It almost has a ring
A
light.
Shaka A or ER. I
Dude,
don't want to hear
that
it. I
is
don't
the
want to see it.
best driver. That 12 volt DeWalt driver. It's so good.
Their installation driver that got slapped off of the table. By the way, their installation driver is better than their impact driver.
Yeah. I like the whole 12 volt lineup, right? It's not oh,
Yeah.
I've got it right here. Ha! Look, I've got my everyday carry bag here.
Oh,
It's not
good.
it doesn't have anything crazy in here.
I
That's
like
what I
the
have
Bosch
with me.
Chameleon. I think the Bosch Chameleon's maybe my favorite. One of, if not my favorite 12-volt tool, then one of them.
This one.
Yep.
This.
The
Here.
screwdriver.
Every day, dude. Every day I've got this.
Yeah, it's a screwdriver.
And I've got one of the look at that. You got one of those?
Fat Max, yeah. Oh, that's the Max stack.
That's the Max
Sorry.
Steel, sir.
No.
I have yet to break it. What else we got in here? Oh, we got some bits and some drivers. I like this because you're never stuck with the wrong bit. You got a carousel here, and then you got a 5/16 and a quarter. But it's kind of gimmicky, dude. I'll tell you what. I was trying to take apart a panel the other day, and I accidentally put this thing on like in limbo, like where it was not like fully seated,
Yeah.
and I had to bash it against the top of the door, like on the down, to get the bit off because I needed to switch to 1/4 inch. I'm telling you, dude, this multi-tool BS era is just a fad. It's not gonna last. It's not a good idea. This stuff looks good on paper, and it's like, yeah, sure, I've got everything I need until you don't. Like, multi-tools isn't the way to go. It works for me being an electrical inspector and never knowing what situation I'm going to go into. But if you're
Yeah.
installing, you don't need this crap. You need the tool for the job more efficiently.
Xander, you buy what works for you, and I appreciate that. As long as you're
Okay,
not
yes, sir.
buying Makita, I won't have to question anything about you. Thank you. Yeah, no racial stuff. We don't need it. I don't care what race you are, just like you don't care what race I am. What state do I live in? If you don't, I live in Missouri. He lives in Texas. Between Bosch and rigid 20-year-old getting into trades. Okay. Like Bosch is going to hold up, and they've got the tool platform already built up for professionals. But if you're working in the United States,
In construction,
you're not
I wouldn't do
really,
either.
yeah, you're not really going to be able to take advantage of the Bosch platform. Depending on what trade you're going into, I would tell you that there's only really three names that I would choose from: Milwaukee, DeWalt, and Flex.
Yeah, me too.
What about Makita corded? Nope.
Nope.
You learn to ignore things, consider the source, and then ignore it. Yeah, I can't ignore it because I'm the host of the show, so I've got to say something that I don't like that stuff being out here. DCC 2520B, 2.6 gallon, 140 PSI, 20 volt air compressor. You showed a day or so ago on clearance at Home Depot for 154. When you get it, it's going to leak. But this guy has multiple videos showing you how to fix that compressor. He's Tools and Tactics. That is the name of his channel, Tad. He has multiple videos showing you how to fix that compressor. It's a good compressor once you get the manufacturer's
Once you
defect out of
fix it from the
the way.
factory, they have irreversible crimps that they put the hoses with. Cut those off, break them off, whatever, and then go get you some real hose clamps. I always put some Pookie around the connection point, like some pipe dope or something, just to make it that much better, more airtight.
Yeah. Ali, don't go with cobalt.
And then the regulator might fail. But other than that, dude, you've got yourself a really valuable compressor.
I'll
Minus,
answer you.
it should be recalled by now, honestly.
Yeah. So, Pig Snorer, why do I hate Makita? First of all, it's not Makita that I hate, it's their users. Because no matter what you do in the testing, no matter how fair it is, or even how big of an advantage you give Makita, when their tool loses, and it does lose, they're going to tell you it's because you didn't have the right battery, you didn't have the right line, you didn't do this right, you didn't, like, they just make excuses, unlike others. But the tools themselves are overpriced, underperforming, underpowered garbage. Cobalt is a great way to spend more money later, realizing, yes, Patrick, that is true.
I think I
Is
got
we high end good? We high's great, dude. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm out of here. We'll see you guys.
All right. Yeah, I'm out of here too. So let's end it. We'll give you the Merry Christmas one. So for all you Makita guys out there, don't forget, blow Santa like you know him.
Okay.
And for the rest of you, may you get great gifts, have a good family, and a Merry Christmas. We're out of here. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you next Sunday.
We'll see you guys.
Cobalt is better than Hyper Tough. That's debatable. Take it easy, guys. Merry Christmas.
See you guys.